Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this one, I want to share with you 5 awesome products that you can get started with right away. Before we jump into it though, I just want to take a quick minute to say that one of the great things about dropshipping is it's super low barrier to entry. It's a really easy business to get started with. Now, don't take that the wrong way. I'm not saying it's easy to make money. It's just easy to get started because it's such low barrier to entry. For somebody who has a bit of experience, for about 50 to 100 pounds, you can have a fully fledged dropshipping business up and running in the first 24 hours, if not certainly within the first couple of days. The other great thing about dropshipping is when it comes to scaling, you can do things pretty quickly and pretty fast. Because you're not committing to stock levels up front, you don't need massive budgets. You're only paying for one order at a time. So once you've found that initial traction, then you can scale things up pretty quickly. Where the difficulty lies with dropshipping, and you'll probably agree with me, is what lies in the middle of those two things. So on one hand, you have a super easy business to get started. On the other hand, you have a super easy business to scale, but then it's what lies in the middle, which is the difficult thing, which is finding that one product that you gain that initial traction with and then can go on to the scale. So to help you guys out with that sticking point in the middle, then I want to share with you 5 handpicked products by myself. They're all data backed and in demand, in high demand for the period in which we are in right now. So if you're watching this video, these are great products to sell right now, and I'm going to prove that in the video as well by showing you all the information behind them to help you get started as quickly as possible so you can make the most of what we have left of this year and try and make some money before Christmas. Then I will be giving you the competitor links for each of these products you can use for design inspiration. I will be giving you the Chinese supplier link as well, so you know exactly where to go to source this product. Having these two things as well, you'll be able to see what you buy the product for, what the ideal selling price is for, and then you know what's left in the middle that you can spend on your advertising. I will be giving you an ad creative link for each of these products too, so you know exactly how to advertise them and what's working right now. And of course, I'll be giving you the Facebook ad interests too, so you have all the components to go out there and start building your business right away. And so with that being said then guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one, and let's jump straight into product number 1. Okay, so product number 1 here, we have some heated gloves. Not just gloves specifically, you can get heated jackets, you can get heated trousers, you can get heated hats, you can get pretty much heated anything. It goes without saying, if you're watching this from the UK or any country where it's cold right now, a product like this is in super high demand. What's great about this product as well is it's not just a cheap, crappy, kind of gimmicky product. It's quite an expensive product. It's a high quality product, and it's also a product which has so many different angles and applications, which makes it awesome for advertising platforms like Facebook because you can target by interest. So let's start the video off then by having a look at the supplier on AliExpress. If you want access to this exact presentation, which gives you all of the links which I'm opening up right now, if we can get this video to, let's say, 75 likes, once we hit 75 likes, in the pinned top comment of this video, I will post a free link to this presentation so you have access to all the same suppliers, competitor links, Facebook ad creatives, so on and so forth. Okay, so this is the supplier that I chose from AliExpress. It's a top brand, 97% positive feedback. They've been in business for about 18 months and all of their ratings are currently above average, which is great to see. They advertise them as a motorbike product. That was allowed. However, there's lots of different applications for this, which I'll be going over when we cover the different Facebook ad interests. They have some really good content for this product as well, which is another reason why I chose these guys. They're also using the latest technology when it comes to batteries, which is of course lithium batteries. They're rechargeable. It's just all in all a great product that's going to be sustainable, and the longevity of it means people will be able to use this product for many winters or many applications. As we get closer and closer to the Christmas cutoff and deadline, obviously just keep an eye down here. They have a 15-day on-time guarantee. It says estimated delivery on December 19th. Just keep in contact, keep the communication open with your supplier, and just make sure you make it crystal clear on your Shopify store whether people can expect this in time for Christmas or not. We'll take a look at the Google search term. This is just for the UK, which is why we haven't got massive numbers. Just make sure you change this to the country in which you want to advertise this in, so whether it's Canada or certain states in the US, so on and so forth. Just make sure that if you are going to proceed and go ahead with this product, that you sell it in a country which is cold right now, where there's obviously going to be demand and interest for products like this. As we can see in the UK, as we're coming into November, it's very popular and at the peak of its popularity, probably because it's got really cold here, and obviously we're just about to approach and get into the thick of winter, meaning this product will sell very well for many months to come. It's not just going to be a kind of pump and dump product for the next couple of weeks. This is the ad creative I wanted to show you. It's a slightly different product to the one that's on AliExpress, but The idea in this video is to give you an idea of what is a good ad creative and what's working, and this is what's working at the moment. So definitely mirror an application like this. Don't just do random kind of stock footage of turning the glove on and off. Use that content which the supplier had to show the effectiveness with the heat gun, but then also show the different applications. And what you should do is you should tailor it for the niche in which you're targeting. So they're not going to be targeting people who are fishing with this ad. They're going to be targeting road cyclists because that's what's demonstrated in the video. These are the guys and these are the competitors. This is the link from the Facebook ad I just showed you. Definitely a great looking Shopify store. As you can see, they're selling this product for quite a significant amount of money. I'm not going to recommend you go anywhere near this, probably half this in fact. So it just goes to show if they can sell a product like this, albeit probably slightly higher quality, but still goes to show there's demand, a strong demand for this product. Just to show you some of my favorite features about this store then, which I recommend implementing and using in your own. Number one is the pay in 3 interest-free payments on purchases. This is becoming more and more popular all over the world, especially in the UK with the likes of Klarna, especially with the current time, the cost of living crisis we're going in. More and more people are going to be looking to spread the cost of things over many months rather than paying one go. So my advice would be to have it on your store regardless of how expensive your products are. Just a quick scroll through the product page and the way they've kind of laid it out and all the different information and imagery and icons of the product, we can see this is a really professional Shopify store. They haven't just copy and pasted things from AliExpress suppliers. They've taken their own photos, they've put thought into the descriptions, they've gone out into the real world and taken pictures of their product in action, on bikes, in forests. They've got different details breaking down how the technology works. They've put a lot of time and effort into this store, and if you want to make your business successful in the long run, then you should as well. So if we use this supplier here and working on the cheapest ones, so we can see for $20.57 we can get it delivered. Shipping is free. My recommended retail price would be £50. I think £50 as well definitely fits within that kind of impulse buy range, which means people will just see it, want it and buy it. It also fits within that gift range too, making it a great candidate for the next few weeks for people looking to get somebody something which they're not quite sure what to do. This would leave a healthy profit margin still of £29.42. In terms of recommended Facebook ad interests, there's so many different ways you could go over products like this. Anybody who goes dog walking in winter would use it. Anybody commuting would use it. Anybody who rides a motorbike, anybody who rides a normal bike, anybody who goes hiking, anybody who goes fishing. There's so many different applications. So if it was me, I would test each one individually with quite a generic ad, see which one gets the most traction and the most success. Then I would adapt and tailor everything to take advantage of that most profitable niche. Moving on to product number 2, one of my favorite products because I have a keen interest and passion for golf myself. It's this golf training mat. It's a pretty generic term. Not to bore you in case you're not interested in golf, but basically the way it works, I'll show you some content in a second which will demonstrate it better, but it will show a golfer what path they're hitting the golf ball so they know exactly what they need to fix. So a really great gift, and plus golfers are hard to buy for, so putting it in front of some grandparents who have grandchildren or even sons or daughters who play golf, titling this with every golfer needs this or the perfect gift for every golfer, is definitely the sort of thing people are just going to buy on impulse so they can make sure they've bought a product, a Christmas gift for somebody. And I definitely think that's where your main target market is going to be. Let's take a look at the product on AliExpress then. I think I've seen, that's loud again, some content. This illustrates exactly how it works. Just to go back there as well in case you missed it, things like this, replying to so-and-so's comment, is becoming more and more popular in ad creatives because it works. Definitely look at implementing something similar into your own creatives if you know how to do that. But essentially this is how it works. It will show people how they're striking the ball, which in turn will then highlight how they need to fix their swing or what they need to do differently. Not only is this a great product which golfers are going to be happy with, it's also a great gift. To show you this Facebook ad creative, not sure if you'll hear the music, I'm trying to blank it out so the video doesn't get cancelled, but basically their creative is the exact content from the supplier, so I'm not sure what came first, whether the creative came first and the suppliers copied it or they've copied it from their supplier. But anyway, I don't think you need to do a lot more than that. They do a really good job of demonstrating exactly how the product works. So if you want to go out and sell this product, you already have the content right there to get started with. If we jump on to the store selling this product, they don't do a very good job at all. This is a really basic looking Shopify store. It'd be super easy to come in and do things a lot better than these guys. I would also rebrand the store. I wouldn't sell it on a generic store that's called Majesty M. I would definitely brand it as a golfing store, so when people come onto it, they feel comfortable and safe that they're buying from a real business and a real brand. With that being said, their description isn't actually too bad. It does a really good job of kind of showing exactly what the benefits are of why somebody would buy this product. So that's obviously a really good strike. If the ball's put in the middle there, that's a fat, so that basically means they've hit the ground before they've hit the ball. That's a thin, that's a toe, that's a heel, or slice and hook as they call it down here. So straight away, the imagery does a really good job of selling this product. But like I said earlier on, I definitely think the target market for this is the perfect gift for any golfer. So we saw here we can buy the products for £12.20 if we scroll down into our profit box. So cost of 2020, recommended retail price, I think £30 would be a good sweet spot, because again, it fits within that kind of impulse buy range. It's quite a unique product which not many people are going to know how to find on other platforms, which also makes it perfect for social media, and with that price range obviously fits perfectly into being a gift as well. This would leave a pretty decent profit margin of £17.79. Moving on to Facebook interests, I didn't actually include any grandparent related ones because this would be something to split test, but in terms of specific golf ones, I would start with golf course, golf swing, golf shot, Augusta National and PGA Tour. Just make sure they are golf the sport specific, because there are also Volkswagen golf related interests as well, so just make sure that you are targeting the right ones. Moving on to product number 3 is this flying orb. You may have seen this product around before. It's going super viral at the moment for obvious reasons as well. I'm not going to show you the Google Trends information for this product, because if you put flying saucer in, all sorts is going to come up. If you put flying orb in, it's probably not going to exist. If you put toy in, it goes without saying, toys are going to be super popular right now. As I've put at the bottom there, it's the perfect stocking filler for anybody out there who doesn't really know what to get somebody. This will make a great gift. Rather than try and explain what it does, I might as well show you the video. So this is the content. That is really loud again. This is the content from the AliExpress supplier. It's, as it says there, or as you see there, it's a ball that kind of like levitates or floats a little bit. So when you throw it, it kind of keeps the same momentum and stays on its path. But it's also got a few different cool features as well, which is demonstrating here. It can boomerang back. It does this one here. It's just the perfect kind of product which you could create so much different content around. I think it'd be really good for TikTok as well, so definitely a product ideal for this time of year. This is the creative on Facebook that I wanted to show you. They do a really good job here because they've got their logo over it. They've got real people out in the real world, which instantly makes them come across as much more professional. And then what they do is they label the different throws or different features of the product. So there's an over the top, so you can throw it up to people to catch. They're obviously showing like this different game which people can have fun with to try and kind of knock the flame out of the candle. All in all, there's just so many different applications and features of the product which you could play upon in your Facebook ad creative. These are your competition then, your main competition. They do a really good job actually with this store. It's not like a typical layout or look of a Shopify dropshipping store, which is why they do so well. I think as time has gone on, or dropshipping's become more popular and more people are out there advertising on social platforms, users have naturally become wise and savvy to what a typical kind of amateurish dropshipping store is looking like. So by having a theme which is less popular and putting your spin on it, using different apps like Gem Pages to really customize the design of your page can really help set you apart. So when people come onto your store, they don't instantly think this is just a cheap Chinese dropshipping store, and they'll think that you're much more professional and established brand, and they'll trust you a lot more. If you can get a customer to trust you, that's half the battle as a new business advertising on a social platform. So we saw from this supplier, which has started up purely just to sell this product, we can buy it for £3.35 including free shipping. My recommended retail price would be in and around sort of £25. You can maybe go a bit lower if you wanted to. I would definitely kind of play around with the pricing, do 2 weeks at say £20, 2 weeks at £25, 2 weeks at £30, and see which one is most successful or more cost effective. At $24.99, this would leave a profit margin of $21.64. My recommended Facebook interests, they're pretty much endless, to be honest. Put one of these in, hit suggestions, and there's so many different ones you can target and test. But as a starting point, go with toys, hot toys, gadgets, online shopping, and engaged shoppers. By targeting engaged shoppers, you're going to be going for those people who naturally click the shop now button on Facebook ads and therefore feel a bit more comfortable buying from a business that's running ads on a social platform. Moving on to product number 4, one of my favorite products is this smart bike light / alarm. It's got so many different cool features and functions from it. So rather than talk you through, which is going to be pretty boring, let's have a look at the video. So this is a supplier found on AliExpress. They've got some content which is pretty generic, kind of stock footage. To be honest, it's just simply somebody, as you can see, going through the different functions and features, demonstrating exactly how the light works in different ways it can flash, so on and so forth. However, my favorite function and feature of this product is it has a braking sensor. So if somebody's cycling down a road and they hit the brakes, the light will actually get brighter. So as it says here, smart brake, it will auto highlight for 2 seconds when you brake, which is a great safety feature because it shows any other vehicles or road users that you're slowing down and will put them on alert to be aware of what you're doing. It also has different signal features as well. So during the dark, this can be really handy. If a cyclist is holding their hand out, somebody might not necessarily see it, whereas they can use the remote, which is safely secured on their handlebars, to indicate to anybody behind them direction they're about to turn. Another really cool feature about this, which kind of separates it from any other one, is it has an anti-theft vibration alarm, which works on kind of like 2 levels. So the initial thing, if you park your bike up, you can set the alarm. If somebody touches your bike and it senses that motion, it will kind of put out like a warning, and then if they continue to play around and move the bike, then a continuous and really loud alarm will carry on, therefore helping to prevent somebody stealing the bike basically. If we take a look at the Google Trends information, we can see bike like search term is really popular right now. We can see it spikes every single year in the last 3 months. This is the UK, of course. Keep in mind, this is when it starts to get dark, so more and more people are having to do daily activities, commute to work, so on and so forth in the dark. So more and more people are going to need a bike light and have a requirement for products like this. Let's take a look at Facebook Ad Creative then. They do a really good job of showing the alarm feature. This is obviously the most attractive feature, which is why they're deciding to show it. They're also going on to show all the different functions and features, and they also have this content as well, which is from a supplier, but again, it indicates nicely exactly what the product does and how the alarm function works. They actually go one step further too and have a real person, whether it's an actor or the owner or starter of this business, actually show how the light works, how the alarm works, which is great for kind of building trust with your customers. You've probably heard me mention it before in previous videos. If you can show real people in an ad talking to the camera, it does wonders for helping to kind of separate you from anybody else who's just using generic stock footage. They have more people talking about the product, which is great to see. Lots and lots of different kind of video clips of the product, which comes across as really professional. If we have a look at their website, this is where they kind of fall down in my opinion. This doesn't look very professional. There isn't kind of like a nice standard image of the light on its own with a white background. You could potentially use these, but even so, this still looks like a image taken from AliExpress, which in my opinion is not very professional. As we can see, they're selling the light for £50. They have this different countdown and kind of this scarcity offer as well to kind of help push people into making a purchase, I suppose. I tend to stay away from these because they don't look very professional in my opinion, unless it's like Black Friday or Cyber Monday or a certain Christmas discount, that sort of thing. They used to be really big a few years ago, but now people have kind of cottoned onto them and they don't really believe them, so I tend to stay away from them. In my opinion, their product description is a bit wordy for me. I definitely just use content and imagery like this. Images and GIFs, that sort of thing, are definitely going to help sell a product better, a lot more effectively than just paragraphs and paragraphs of text. People will get bored and think, I'm not going to read all that text, and they'll just leave your website. So definitely try and do it as much as possible with imagery. So we saw from these guys, we can buy the products for $17.70 with on-time 15-day free guaranteed delivery. My recommended retail price will be the same as these guys, in and around sort of £50, which leaves a very healthy profit margin of 32 and 29. My recommended Facebook interests would be cycling, commuting, places like London, Manchester, wherever it may be. Coupling these together is definitely going to be a great target market, and you can also target bike tools as well. Moving on to the 5th and final product. If you're still with me, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. This is insulated joggers. It goes for pretty much any insulated clothing. If you go on AliExpress, you'll soon see you can get insulated gloves, you can get insulated coats, you can get insulated leggings. Insulated leggings last year and the year before were absolutely massive, a proven 7-figure product. More and more people were starting to see joggers as kind of like a daily wearing, or they wear them every single day. More and more people are wearing them is basically what I'm trying to say. So for this time of year, coupling that with insulated joggers, it allows people to continue to wear them even through the colder months. If we have a look at the Google Trends information, we can see pre-COVID, we'll ignore that for a second, that every single year, December, this spikes in popularity. It's because December is the time where people just want to lounge around at home and be slobs, but be warm at the same time. Obviously with COVID, when people weren't going out, they wanted joggers for that same reason. So we can see here, it's spiking in popularity. It's going up and up in popularity, making this a great product to get started with right away. This is the supply I found on AliExpress. There's lots of different suppliers all selling a similar product. So definitely do your research and find one that you're happy with. Given the price of the product at £6.25, it comes with 15-day on-time guaranteed delivery for 90 pence. So this gives us a total of £7.15. My recommended retail price would be in and around £30. This will make it ideal for that kind of impulse buy product again, and it also fits the gift market with it being a low price product. It's perfect for that person who doesn't necessarily know what to get somebody, so they come across it and it's cheap enough for them to just buy it there and then. This would leave a decent profit margin of £22.74. Moving into Facebook ad interests, again, they're pretty much endless. I would start with women's clothing and put suggestions and see what comes up. Definitely test a wide variety of different interests and see what works before then doubling down onto the right ones. But you can target things like women's clothing, online shopping, engaged shoppers, trousers, gym clothes, leggings, all those sorts of things. There's many different angles for products like this, but they pretty much apply to any female out there, making this a product that if you can get that initial traction, you can scale it to 7-figure potential, no doubt. And so with that being said, then guys, that is all 5 products I wanted to show you in the video. I really hope these products help you out and give you some ideas and inspire you to start your business. My advice right now would be to switch off YouTube and get to work building your business and try and make the most of these last few weeks that we have. If you want some extra help getting your business started and a 0 to launch plan, check out the free training. It's the top link in the video description. It will show you how to launch your dropshipping business in the next 3 days and go from 0 to having an up and run business that's bringing a consistent flow of customers on a daily basis. So check that out if that sounds interesting to you. Don't forget to hit that like button so we can get this video to 75 likes, and I will post a link, a free link, to get yourself a copy of this presentation. And apart from that, guys, have an awesome Q4, and I'll see you in the next one.